But what's interesting about this is, out of the 4 players that have been eliminated, Gus Hansen has knocked out 3 of them. Uwanda has knocked out 1. So between them, they've knocked out every player at the final table. And now they're going to come down to see who knocks each other out. Gus inherits the button, and here we go. Whoa, look at this. Hansen has picked up 2 kings on the button, playing heads up. Just a monster. And he raises the pot up to 95,000. He comes in for 95,000.
Well, that's huge, a huge hand, and he doesn't play it sneaky.
But now look at Uwanda. He's got ace jack. He also has a big hand playing heads up. This is going to be interesting to see what happens. Gus has raised this pot. He didn't slow play the kings. The question is Uwanda going to call or play back over the top? He's thinking about what to do. I don't think there's any chance he's going to fold.
Gus keeping his eyes down, doesn't want to give many tells.
No, but I guarantee you one thing. He's hoping he does something like raising back right here when he's staring at 2 kings.
Raise.
Gus has got to love this. Look at Gus looking at him. Look. I guarantee you inside he's jumping with glee right here.
They're playing for some big stakes. The difference between first and second is about $280,000 difference, and the championship title here. Don't want to make a mistake.
I'm all in.
Gus re-raises all in 1 second. He didn't wait 1 moment. He just moved all in quickly. Whoa.
He's got to figure he's in front.
I mean, he didn't even hesitate. He didn't try to trap him. He didn't do nothing. He just said he was all in. Just quickly put all his chips in the pot, and now Uwanda has got to figure out, is he bluffing me, putting the move back on the top of me? Now, at this stage, Uwanda still has well over 800,000 left, so he's got plenty of chips to play the tournament if he folds this hand. But if he calls and loses, he's out of the tournament. Now, Uwanda's got a tough decision here. He's seen a lot of bluffing by Gus. He's got a hand that's not so bad. It's normally a good hand heads up.
I call.
Looks like he's going for it.
John Uwanda calls and goes all in.
Gus has set him up earlier with having junk all the time that he almost has to call.
He said he's calling. Tournament director Jack McClellan is counting out the chips.
God,
Here we go.
This is happening really fast. I never expected it.
Gus feels good right now. We thought it might last a long, long time. It took us forever before we lost 1 player. And now when we get heads up, it's only going to take 2 pots. The tournament could be over unless John Uwanda gets lucky and outdraws Gus Hansen in this pot.
Johnny Uwanda smiling. Will he still be smiling after he sees Hansen's cards here?
If Gus wins, he's a champion. If John wins, he's got the chip lead.
Look at that look on Uwanda. Oh, no. Powerful blow to the stomach for Uwanda.
John knows he's overplayed this hand now. He's got ace-jack. He's up against 2 kings. Gus is about a 70% favorite to win this pot. Boom, He flops the top set. It comes king 10-4.
Gus way in front.
But now Uwanda can catch a queen to win this pot.
That's true, an inside straight draw.
He's got 4 cards to catch to win this pot. Here we go, a 5 comes off. He needs a queen. He's a major underdog right now. Otherwise, Hansen will be the tournament champion. The river is a 7.
Not going to do it.
Gus Hansen has won this tournament.
He had to sweat it out.
Gus Hansen played magnificent poker.
Gus Hansen from Copenhagen, Denmark's our champion. Runner-up, John Uwanda.
A dramatic finish to this great tournament that we've had. Gus Hansen wins the 5-diamond World Poker Classic here at the Bellagio in Las Vegas.
Okay, Alex Foxen now with ace-10, the chip leader.
180 to go. Mike on the button.
520.
Going to 520. And now Sean, mayor of Tiltsville with ace-9 suited in the small blind. He's got about 3 million here. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Don't do it, son. Don't do it.
All in.
No, he's not going to. He's going to go all in.
I call.
Oh my God.
Ryan behind him with ace-jack calling.
Whoa, I mean, not only is this a huge call, but he did it so quick that the other 2 players in the hand have to go out and assume Ryan is really strong.
Sean, he will be eliminated. He's behind at this point.
Look at the swagger from Ryan.
The Vegas kid's stunned.
Nice call, man. Thank you.
5 cards to come. Ryan, a big favorite to knock out Sean Perry.
I'm freaking out here, Vince. I genuinely am. I'm freaking out over this hand.
What?
They give you the money. Don't you see a king? They're giving you the money.
Man, ace nine, strong hand, man. It's time to hit a 9, man.
Hey, what time is it? My time.
I don't know. Don't celebrate yet. Here we go with the flop.
There's a 9 and Jack. Oh! The 9 was on the ground, but the Jack was right behind it.
Torture Sean Perry a little bit more.
That's pretty sick, huh?
9? Was it 9 in the window?
Yeah.
What are you trying to do to me, girl?
That was more of like a heart attack for me than you.
Comparing the pain. Here we go with the turn. Oh, it's a 5 of clubs.
Oh, baby. Mikey D with the 500, Foxen with the 100, hooking it up.
What a chain of events. It's just 9 and then freaking Jack.
Sean Perry, huge underdog,
Put an ace out there so it looks pretty, yeah.
was the chip leader throughout, and now he's down to the last card. Can he pull it off?
It's a 5! Ryan scores the knockout of Sean, making a tremendous call pre-flop. Sean, who came in as our chip leader at the start of the final table, unfortunately unwinds.
Action on Bill Jennings from Florida. Non-professional player, has a very strong ace-king.
Well, Bill's played very conservative at this final table, but we know he's going to play this hand.
Went all in on that prior hand, and it paid off, but this time, gonna just double it up. 240 to go. Ben Yu with a queen-jack won't play. Kevin out.
How much?
And now Jake Schwartz with an ace-jack.
How much did you start the hand with approximately?
2.5.
I'm all in.
I call.
Wow.
Jake goes all in and gets called.
Yeah, Jake in a terrible place has pushed. Little did he know how strong Bill's hand was.
Well, little do they know how many chips he's got, Vince, because Bill has more chips than he announced, which was 2.5 million.
It's close. I mean, I should have asked for an exact. I should have. He just said 2.5, and I took his.
And now Jake's realizing it, and maybe it would have made a difference.
Well, it may have, Vince.
He said 250.
He knew even if he lost the pot, he'd still have half his chips left, but now he's not going to have near that
Maybe
amount.
Jake can outflop him here. Let's see. No, it's a king. 9-6, 2 clubs. King's there for Bill Jennings.
Well, great flop for Bill.
How do you like your chance right now? Pretty good? Pretty good.
Jake now has to catch 2 runners to win this pot.
Pretty big dog at this point. Bill well out in front to double up, and it's a 5 on the turn.
So Jake Schwartz drawing dead here. Now we're going to find out exactly how many chips that Bill Jennings had. And it is more than 2.5 million, and Jake is not a happy camper about it.
Are you kidding me? It's like 3.5.
And that's why I made him break it down. I wouldn't even call on 100%. I just want to know what it was for future, just in case he tries to say it again.
That's like 3.5. All right, I guess it's cool to angle at final tables for hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Jake, I looked at the screen. It said 2.45 the last time
The
I
screen's
looked.
obviously wrong.
Hey, ask for a count then.
I did. You said 2.5.
Well, then count it out next time.
Stack your chips like a normal human being.
Well, that's why I stacked them that way, so you'd make a bad decision.
All right, we're cheating these days. It's cool.
Action's going to be back on Carlos. He looks down at a queen, 6 of clubs, just going to call with it.
Limps in on the button, and Kirk with an ace-10 says, give us a flop. A little surprised he wouldn't raise there, Vince.
Oh, deceptive play by both players. And
Oh.
look at this flop. Carlos with 2 pair, queens and 6s.
But Kirk has flopped top pair and checked. Carlos has checked 2 pair right behind him. Both players trying to trap each other.
Yes, they are.
Here comes the turn card. The 3 of diamonds comes off. So 2 hearts, 2 diamonds on the board. A little too dangerous for Kirk. He's going to reach for chips here. He's betting $1 million. And quickly, Carlos bets $2 million. He's made the minimum raise here. He's got queens and 6s
Oh, the double up raise, so scary when that happens. Usually a guy has a big hand when they do that, and of course we do know that Carlos has the big hand.
Well, Vince, if you're sitting in Kirk's seat, you're not putting Carlos on an ace here because you have one and he didn't raise before the flop. You wouldn't put him on a pair, even if 3s and 6s here. You figure he would have raised pre-flop if he'd had a pair. It's hard not to think you don't have the best hand in this situation. You assume your opponent's either got some kind of straight draw, perhaps a flush draw, maybe just one pair. What do you do with 2 aces here?
I'm going to raise.
Kirk raises.
I'm all in.
I call.
Well, here we go. Kirk has gone all in. He's been called by Carlos, and this could do it, folks. Carlos Mortensen well out front here.
Nice one, Carlos.
The crown goes on his head if he can dodge an ace or a 10 or a 3 on the river.
Pair aces.
He knows he is very close to this victory. The only player ever to take the World Series main event, and perhaps our WPT World Championship. History in the making in the poker world right now, down to 1 card.
Well, you're right about that, Vince. It's on his fingertips here. He's just got to dodge 1 card to become a 2-time WPT champion and accomplish that amazing double you're talking about. Something we may not see happen for the next 20 years. Here it comes. Oh, wow! It's a 10. Kirk Morrison has outdrawn him on the river here to win this pot.
Unbelievable.
That is unbelievable.
Shocking. A seething card there on the river.
And Vince, if you're Carlos Mortensen, as hard as he's fought all night long to come back to this stage, to finally take the lead, to get your money in with the best hand, the tournament's over if you can just dodge 1 of 3 cards. Wham!
Sorry, amigo.
No problem. It's not over. I have to work hard.
You have to work harder now.
Carlos actually chuckling a little bit. He said, let's play a little more.
Now Lady Maverick looks at her hand. She's got a big one, ace queen.
I'm all in.
And she goes all in for 1.7 million.
Andrew Roble, our chip leader, looks at an ace king.
I call.
And he's quickly calling.
Well, Andrew has Vanessa dominated. This could shatter the dreams of Vanessa, who desperately would love to win a WPT title.
Andrew up on his feet, the crowd going nuts here. And of course, Maria Ho and Tiffany Michelle, good friends of Vanessa Russo.
2 good poker players in their own right, rooting their lady friend on, but she needs luck, and she hits it on the flop. As the queen comes off.
There you go.
Vanessa out in front with 2 queens. It's not over.
Vanessa very stoic.
She's not flinching though, Vince, until those last 2 cards come out. Well, Andrew needs to catch a king to take the lead. A jack would give him an ace high score.
Oh, drag it up, Jack! Jack!
Vanessa is professional enough to know she don't celebrate too early. But she's out in front with the queens. Here comes the turn.
It is a king. Unbelievable. Tough luck for Vanessa Russo right there. That is Heartbreak Hotel for Vanessa right there.
It's like she thought it was coming. The filly breaks her leg down the stretch. This is awful. Now she needs the miracle.
Well, Antonio and Andrew, good friends. Antonio trying to hide his eyes, didn't want to see the bad beat at the river in case it would come up. Vanessa needs a jack for the split, a queen for the win. She gets a queen.
Oh, my God.
She spiked the queen. Unreal.
The lady at the table caught a lucky lady on the river.
She's going to make for some good TV.
What an incredible hand.
How did that queen come? I did not see that coming. So sick.
Lady Maverick back in action. Let's go to the table. Back on Justin with the button. And King Jack.
Well, that's a good hand in a 3-handed poker game as well. Let's see what Justin's going to do with it. He's just going to limp in and call here on the button. Something we haven't seen yet out of him.
Faraz Jaka out, and now Alex Gomez has a pair of 8s here. Snowman.
Now, Vince, I'll be very surprised if he didn't make a move here with 2 8s.
What you got? 3?
I should have started with about 3.2.
He's probably wondering, wow, Justin hasn't limped in yet. Is he trying to trap me with a big hand? And he's going to find out because he is going to raise it. Going to make it $575,000 to go.
He wants to get paid off here a little bit. He's got a pretty decent hand, pair of eights.
Now look at this. You know, if you've ever seen Phil Ivey play poker, he's got those eyes, that laser look. Justin plays with him all the time. He's trying to develop Phil Ivey's eyes. You can tell it. Look at the way he shoots him over there at his opponent.
Justin, don't forget what Mike Mattisau told you. Don't get crazy. You've got some chips.
I'm on.
Oh, he's getting crazy.
Very cool.
Well, so much for Mattisau's advice. He's gone all in. So again, another race situation. Just a moment ago, we saw Alec Torelli get eliminated with the 2-over cards.
All right. I got it. Can't.
We've got the same exact scenario this time. Justin Smith has the 2-over cards. If he loses the race, he'll be out in 3rd place.
Now, what does that mean?
Por aqui, filho.
I got news for you, Vince. If you live in Ohio,
If I double up this, it's
that starts out OHIO. That's what they do in Buckeye Land.
Over after you win this pot, buddy.
I think they were in a Brazilian ballet at one point. But now they've gone to poker. Let's see what happens. Here's our flop.
Yeah, flop comes ace 7-3.
Bear the board! Bear the board!
So far, so good for the Brazilian. Right now, he just got to dodge a king or a jack, or 2 running cards to make a straight. Well, a queen comes off. This gives Justin 4 more outs. A 10 would now give him an ace-high straight in the victory. So Justin Smith must catch a king, a jack, or a 10, any other card, and the Brazilian will eliminate yet another player.
Alex knows he can do it if it just pairs the board. Can he escape?
Oh, it's a 10!
No!
Back-to-back double-ups by Justin Smith, drawn out both times, Vince, to stay alive.
And look how excited he is, his fans, his friends.
Fix that tomorrow. Let's go.
Wait a minute, Vince. Something's wrong out there.
We'll operate it on it tomorrow with the million.
Yeah, there's something very wrong. He's doubled over. He's really in pain.
Yeah, it snapped.
What the? This is no bluff, let me tell you.
Poker injury. I told you this is an injury sport. They say that poker's not a sport, but this is like.
Well, this is pretty serious. People are rushing to Justin's side.
I'm really hoping it'll be okay. I'm able to play. I'll play it out.
Tournament officials have stopped the clock. We're going to find out what's going on, and we'll be right back right after this.
And we're gonna get some ice.
I just snapped my ACL.
Do you want to elevate the leg?
Right, action is going to be on EBJ.
Raise.
With a 7-8 of spades is going to raise again.
It comes in for 200,000. Sitting right behind him with a pair of 9s is Mads Anderson. Let's see what he's going to do here.
Re-raise.
Well, he is coming over the top with the 2 9s here, though.
6 1/4.
Protect that mid pair.
Well, he's going to make it 625,000 to go.
Into Daniel Negreanu, and Daniel's picked up a big hand as well. Ace-king with the button.
Well, Vince, he's in position. Now, we know he's got a lot of chips, but many pros, when the pot's raised and re-raised in front of him, would lay down ace-king here, but not Daniel Negreanu. He makes the call.
And now it's on Jim Hanna.
Well, he has the same hand as Daniel. Remember, the pot was raised, re-raised, and called.
He's got to lay it down. Too many players, and Joe Hashem going out.
Action back on EBJ.
Call.
And he is making the call, Mike.
I don't blame him here, Vince. It's a huge pot in there right now. 1.6 million, cost him 400,000 more to call. So he does make the call. So 3-way action here, over 2 million in this pot.
Tasty little suited connector, 7-8 of spades. Up against 9s and ace-king.
Everybody holding their breath right now. And the flop comes queen, queen, 10 with 2 hearts. No real help to anybody. Action's on EBJ. He's going to check his 8 high.
Now the man with the pair of 9s, Mads Anderson. He checks.
Well, Vince, he's scared. Not only because the guy raised in front of him, but Daniel called 2 bets behind him.
Well, Daniel has an inside straight draw, but here we go with the turn. They all checked.
Now the 4 hearts pops off there.
Come on.
EBJ with the 8-7 of black cards is going to move in here for $1 million.
An absolute zip and pip.
Vince, if Mads Anderson calls him here, his opponent's drawing completely dead.
Well, how would you call with a pair of 9s at this time? You got a big pair out there. You got 3 hearts, and he's going to lay it down. And now it's up to Daniel. Daniel does have the 4th heart and an inside straight draw, and it's a big heart. It's the king of hearts.
What do you got? How much? Not what do you have in your hand, but how much money you got? Well, I mean, I'm thinking you probably hit like the queen or something.
You got like scared 3 queens, it looks like. That heart, you didn't like it too much.
Daniel's going to soon realize there's $3 million in the pot. Cost him $1 million to make this call. But as it is, he's just got ace high.
That's okay, I can see it.
The
Whatever.
guy who raised pre-flop has moved all in
It's either,
front of
like,
you here.
Good or not, you know. Let's see here.
If he puts his opponent on something like 2 7s or 2 8s, perhaps he'll make this call thinking he can win the pot with an ace, a king, a jack, or a heart.
Actually, you know what? Count it. It's close. I think you got 3 queens, so maybe I can like suck out on you. I can't beat him. But
Daniel is off this time. He thinks he has 3 queens, but why wouldn't you?
Well, how would you like to beat EBJ right now, Vince? Your tournament life's on the line. You moved in for your last $1 million. You're up against certainly one of the top poker players in the world who's the chip leader at this final table. And you got to maintain your poker face right now.
he's got 1,045,000. Is that right? Sound good to you?
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
1 million.
When Daniel starts talking, put a bag over your head. Don't talk with him.
Well, Vince, look at the poker face of EBJ now. He answered Daniel. You don't have to. I've played a fair amount of poker with Daniel Negreanu, and my advice to everybody would be, if you're playing a pot with him, don't talk to him.
It's just a little bit over $1 million. It's a huge pot. This would be an amazing call.
Well, this would be an all-star call, Vince. No doubt about that. Poor EBJ. Saying to himself, please go away, please go away. Daniel, please go away. Do not call me.
You're not full, right? No, you're not. Never mind. Maybe you have these. I'm definitely beat. But I have outs, maybe. It's only $1 million.
Oh, no,
wow.
he's doing it.
What a call by Daniel Negreanu.
Beautiful.
And that thud you just heard, folks, was EBJ's heart hitting the floor.
He's got 8 high? Oh, I can beat that.
Daniel Tickle Pink.
You are sick. You are the sickest. You are the sickest puppy.
Okay, don't give him an 8 or a 7. That would be pretty
Now,
sick.
folks, you talk about one of the great calls in poker history. Whether or not Daniel wins this pot, that took a lot of heart to make that call right there. A king-eye flush draw, a gut shot straight draw. You could be drawing dead. Daniel sized him up perfect, sensed he was bluffing, and went after him.
It would be a bad beat if an 8 or a 7 comes.
Yeah, queen 7.
And the look on EBJ's face says it all.
He's got to spike a 7 or an 8 that's not a heart. Otherwise, he's our 6th place finisher. Here comes the river card.
Well, the 6 hearts comes off. Daniel makes the flush and takes down the pot.
And EBJ has to say goodnight here at Bellagio.
Wow. What a call by Daniel Negreanu right there.
I thought I might have the best hand. I saw this guy yesterday make a move with 7 deuce offsuit like that with nothing, so I was like, joke. I mean, I really thought there might just be a chance he has nothing.
You just don't suspect an amateur player is going to bluff his last chips when there's a $2 million first prize in a poker tournament. He did it there, and Daniel picked him off exactly right.
You are a sick man. That is the sickest call I've probably ever seen.
If I was wrong, I had outs, you know?
Joe says the rest of the table voted. And what was the vote?
Consensus, Daniel is the sickest poker player alive.
It appears to me frustration setting in.
Big Cheese is slowly melting away here, Mike. Action going to Roble, and he's got a real hand. Pair of 10s.
He keeps catching hands like this. He's going to be all right. I might call him the big rat that ate up the big cheese.
Makes it 400,000 to go. Marchese with just a 7-4 diamonds.
All in.
Whoa. He's taking a shot, maybe at the wrong time.
Oh, dear.
And a quick call by Andrew.
Well, not the time to move all in here.
Oh, I got the unders.
And Andrew Roble on the verge of taking down his first tournament ever.
I like my side, to be honest.
Diamonds are lucky.
Which is hard to believe, as much money as he's won playing poker, that the guy's never won a poker tournament. Right now, in great shape to do just that. If the 2-10 stand up, Roble will be our champion.
7-4 diamonds, man. Diamonds are forever.
William Reynolds, the adventurer, Big Cheese's friend, roots him on.
He's going to need a lot of help here, Vince. He is really in bad shape.
Well, the flop comes up ace, queen, 6.
I'm sure you were in the first spot, too.
Red 5.
That's fair.
Tom Marchese must catch 2 runners to make a straight or 2 runners in a combination of a 7 and a 4. Otherwise, it's tapioca pudding for him.
Yeah, the Big Cheese getting
Oh, dear.
sliced and diced right here.
Guess I could have waited for a slightly better hand.
Here comes the turn.
Well, the 3 comes off, so he's still alive.
There's a little hope.
He can catch a 5 on the river and make a straight and win this pot.
It's always a sweat in poker, right? It's always a sweat. There are out.
Well, as long as it's not the 5 of spade, of course, because that would give Roble a flush. You know, Andrew Roble's thinking it's never easy. Why couldn't I close him out on the turn?
If this 5 comes up, it'll be another Bellagio miracle. Here we go to the river. Will he hit the 5?
He did it! Unbelievable! He hit the 2 runners to make the straight. Tom Marchese lives on. Well, Andrew Roble can't swallow a BB right now.
Whoa.
Hey!
Recount!
Settle down.
What are we? Unbelievable! That's
Wow.
crazy. That's crazy, Mike.
Unbelievable is right. No question about it. Lady Luck shining on Tom Marchese that hand, that's for sure.
Unbelievable.
He stays alive. Well, David Williams looks down at 2 deuces. He's going to raise it, makes it 500,000 to go. Eric Baldwin has the ace-5 of hearts. And we just saw David Williams raise with ace-high a minute ago after his opponent raised it. What will Eric do here?
All in.
Wow.
He's gone all in.
Pull that in and give me a count, please.
Well, David Williams wants a count. Folks, it's going to cost him about $3.8 million more to make this call. Vince, most poker pros do not want to call a monster all-in bet with 2 deuces because the best you're going to be is in a race situation where your opponent's got 2 overcards. If they got the overpair, you're dead. Anything else, it's a coin flip as to who's going to win it.
Mom Shirley in terror mode right there. She cannot bear to look.
David Williams is the chip leader. He puts his opponent on 2 overcards. He may just want to gamble here to try to end it right now. What to do with 2 deuces here?
Call.
Wow, he's made the call. Vince, he is gambling here.
The Mallards. Don't forget to the Mallards.
Well, I think Eric very satisfied to see the hand his opponent has here.
You want to run it twice? Run it twice?
A little poker humor there.
Well, David Williams wants to run it once and win it once. It's almost a dead even coin flip. So luck the key factor here. Eric needs to get lucky to stay alive. If David Williams gets lucky, he'll be the WPT World Champion for Season 8.
Well, not right there.
An ace right on the flop. It comes ace 7-6. David Williams does not flinch when the ace comes out there. But right now, he's got to find a deuce somewhere in the deck.
He might be kicking himself, saying, what did I call off my money with deuces for? But there's 2 cards to come.
Well, he must catch a deuce, Vince. Nothing else will do it. Oh, there it is. It's over. He caught it on the turn, Vince. Lightning again for David Williams. He caught lightning to knock out Sean Buchanan.
Are you kidding?
He caught lightning to knock out Eric Baldwin.
That's ridiculous.
Vince, destiny on the side of David Williams tonight. Wow. Sometimes it's just your night. What else can you say about David Williams? You got to feel good for him, but you got to feel the pain for Eric Baldwin right there.
David Williams is the WPT World Champion, just like that. It's on David Redlin, and finally picking up a nice hand, ace-queen offsuit.
Raise. $180.
And he's going to make a raise, going to 180 into Mads Anderson, who has a king-jack. Does he want to compete? Nope.
Daniel quickly folds.
Jim Hanna not going to play his king-7, so the only one to beat is Joe Hashem. He's picked up the double skirts, pair of queens.
Well, he knows David's the tightest player at the table by far, at least so far. But still, you pick up 2 queens in the big blind. You got to love it.
This is a big old hand. Joe Hashem checking out the kid's chip stack.
All right.
Well, he's going to come over the top. He is going to raise. Let's see how much he's going to raise.
It's a $500,000 raise. That is pretty significant.
Well, if the youngsters watch a lot of World Poker Tour action, Vince, you'll recognize the ace-queen has been the kiss of death at the final table.
Always a dangerous hand. We know that. But can you get away from this at this point?
Come on.
No, he's going over the top.
I'll call. And Joe has called him, Vince.
Yeah.
Well, the kid gambling, perhaps at the wrong time here. His tournament life on the line. Huge pot, nearly $3 million in this pot. Joe just slightly over 2-1 favorite to take down this pot and eliminate the youngster from this tournament.
You folded an ace? You folded an ace, right? You folded an ace?
The notorious ace-queen that has been victimized so many times, so many different players. Can the young player get lucky with it right now? Got in through a $70 satellite, and it's all on the line right now.
I can't look at it.
Damn it, Joe. I almost folded it, man.
Yeah.
David saying he should have folded it probably. Let's see if that's the case.
Well, Joe Hashem can't even look right now. Here's the flop.
Well, so far so good for Joe Hashem. It's come 7-4-4. The 2 queens still the best hand.
I can't look.
For David to win this pot, he's going to have to catch an ace, 2 running hearts, or 2 running fours. Right now, he's up against it, Vince. Well, he's over a 4-1 underdog right now to stay alive in this tournament.
Let's take a look at the turn card.
Queen.
Let's see the turn.
Did you have to talk about the flush draw?
That ace comes right off on the turn.
Oh, no.
The 3-outer on the turn. Joe Hashem is just sick about that card. Now, it's not over. There's 1 queen in the deck. And the look on the face of Joe Hashem tells it all right now. Can this really be happening to me?
Every time you do it to me, huh?
He is sick and he is bitter. He is surly. He is whining, but you know what? It's not over. He's got a 1-outer. He's got to hit a queen to knock the kid out. He needs the miracle card.
We're going to have to be lightning in the bottle, Vance. Only a 3% chance. Oh, wow! Can you believe it? What the hell is that? Oh, my golly. A 1-outer for Joe Hashem. Joe Hashem has won this pot and eliminated David Redland from his tournament. Wow.
One time.
Oh, man, he's hit the lottery ticket. He has done it, and he's got a body bag.
Oh, my golly.
David Redland out of this event.
Hey, don't be upset at me.
Well, Vance, when he gets back home, he'll still feel the pain of this hand, but in truth, he got in this tournament on a $70 satellite. He's taking home $253,000 for his efforts this week.
Get out the smelling salts. Look at him. He's walking away. That is crazy.
Oh, boy.
That's insane.
That's sick. That makes good TV.
If you enjoyed that video, we've got heaps more on our YouTube channel, so check that out and hit the subscribe button for all our new uploads. And for on-demand access to every World Poker Tour episode since Season 1, check out clubwpt.com.